Alright, so this is the flatbed. This is the one that's going to get fixed up. See, you got the brand on the back. My new wheels and tires. The interior's kind of taken apart because all the door panels are going to get painted. You can see on that side, down at the bottom, it's already, the door's been painted. The panel's going to be painted the same color as the truck, along with all this blue here. Has the newer seats in it. Obviously needs cleaned out. Currently does not have a motor or transmission, but I did just paint the headers. They were rust, now they're silver. And I just finished painting all this black. It used to be faded blue. Still haven't taken the tape off yet, but turned out really good. This is the grill that's going to be on it. It just needs repainted also, but it's going to be painted the same color as the truck. And this is the truck that's getting taken apart. So as you can see, all the wiring is separated. Got everything labeled, so that way I can just splice it together on the other truck. This motor, this truck right here is a 1985. The engine is from a 1998. It's fuel injected and obviously has the computers and all that stuff. I think still have a lot to do on it. The motor's about ready to pull. Still need to pull the hood off, and got the manifolds and everything disconnected. Changed the transmission filter today and drained all the fluid, so that way whenever we pull the motor out, it's going to tilt up, and I don't want the transmission fluid to pour out, so I went ahead and just drained it already. Has the aftermarket wheels and tires on it, but I'm going to sell them. They're for a half ton. I know you can't really see, but these springs are very dirty, but as you can see, they at one point used to be red and everything. They're off-road. It has the lift, has some new parts. Hard to tell because everything's still so greasy, but the springs and everything on this one are going to be going on the other one. Along with this steering wheel, you can see it needs cleaned up, but it's in really good shape. It's not worn raw or anything. There's Chevy in the center there. And then also the floor shifter here, even though it's an automatic transmission, it still has that, which I love. And this right here, this remote is for the winch out and in. And then here's all the wiring I have to still disconnect and throw in there. That's a trailer brake switch. Well, if it zoom out, yeah. It's will come in handy for the fifth wheel, and it was already included on the truck. This is the bumper that was on this brown truck, and it's going to go on the flatbed. Has the really nice winch. Those LED lights are super bright. This is just an air box. It goes on top of that motor, so you don't actually see all this bare stuff. It looks pretty good whenever it's put together, and it says Vortec across the top. I think that's about all for now. Just figured I'd show you what I've been putting all my time and effort into for the past while. And as you can see, all this is sanded down, ready for paint. But that's going to be a while. So I'm probably just going to throw some primer on it just so it doesn't rust up or anything. In the meantime, I've already put some primer on the really bare spots. So it's coming along nicely though. Dad's been helping out. And that's the bumper on the back of it. It's real heavy duty, and it actually this right here is for the hay bale spikes. You run the pins through there. So I'm probably just going to give that to Dennis because it's welded on, so it'll actually need cut off from the frame, which is stupid that they welded it on, but they wanted to make sure it was strong, I guess. And so I'm probably just going to let him cut it off, and he can weld brackets and put it on his truck if he wants to. But yeah, and then it's got the receiver hitch, which I already have one, so I can sell that one. And the tail lights are in good shape, and there's still, even when I'm done with it, there'll still be a lot of parts to sell. But and the seats are actually pretty nice underneath here. They're just dirty, so I might take those out and sell them. Who knows? So, but here's an underneath view here. So I was just working on just a minute ago. That pan has all the bolts around it. Take all those off, and there's a gasket, that plastic shiny thing over there on the left. That was the one, and it just got replaced. So I've bought all new fluid and everything. The other truck's gonna have all new fluids in it. $100 in fluid. So, alrighty. Well, I'll talk to you later. Bye.